He was the longest, still the last World War II veteran that was still serving in the United States Senate. Did many things during his career in the Senate, launching banning on smoking on airplanes, many worker safety issues that he was concerned about, transportation, homeland security, gun violence. So if we could all keep them in our prayers and again have a moment of silence. Thank you. Dennis? Flag?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-10 has been complied with and shall be entered into the minutes of this meeting.
Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood.
Here.
Freeholder Barrett-Galante.
Here.
Freeholder Delina. Freeholder Polos.
Here.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Here.
Freeholder Valenti.
Here.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Here. We have some recognitions.
Yes, we do. The first is recognizing Adam and Stella Demansky of the Borough of Middlesex on their 72nd wedding anniversary. Next is recognizing the winners of the Don't Drive Dangerously public service announcement contest. Next is recognizing Dana Marie Rogers of Girl Scout Troop 81893 on the achievement of her Girl Scout Gold Award. And last is recognizing Andrew Buchanan, Jesse Andrews Schaefer, and Thomas Palladino of Boy Scout Troop 17 on attaining Eagle Scout status.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valenti, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood.
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett-Galante.
Yes.
Freeholder Polos.
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Yes.
Freeholder Valenti. Yes. Freeholder Director Rios.
Yes. This time I'd ask Freeholder Paulos to come and make his presentation to the winners.
Thank you, Director. At the onset, I'd like to recognize Carol Burns, who is our program coordinator for this very successful program for the last several years. And Carol, on behalf of the Board of Freeholders, thank you for all the work that you do to continue the success of this program. As the Board is aware, we began the program 14 years ago. 14 years ago in a small office up at the County Board of Education office with a person named Barbara Ryan, who's still with the County Board of Education. And we talked about the idea of having our high school students create videos about the ills of drinking and driving. Little did we know that 14 years later, and I must add that in the first year, I always laugh, and I've told the story before, so forgive me for repeating it, but it's good to remember. It gives you good balance and good roots and foundation when you think about where you started from. The first time that we had our judging, Barbara made a little cheesecake. We sat upstairs and watched, I think, 7 or 8 videos that had been submitted and selected the winners. 14 years later, we end our event with an all day's worth of activities at our fire academy, with hands-on opportunities for the students, with discussions with peers, with great presentations. The state police participates, Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, the National Council Against Drugs and Alcohol and Drunk Driving. We have so many partners. MAD is a partner of ours as well, the Division of Highway Traffic Safety. And this year we had about how many students participate this year? How many? 185 students. It was an amazing day at the Fire Academy to see these students going from the different programs during the course of the afternoon. But at the end, they're all waiting to see who actually won. That's obviously the most important thing for them. And after lunch, we played the top three videos and the top 3 audio winners in those 2 categories. And I'd like to have our staff here present those now. Are we going to do the audios or the videos first? Audio first.
She was coming home from college. We were talking, and we got in an argument. The last message I sent to her was, start here. It's humorous, but I was ready to be back. I'm always frustrated. This is a taxi drive.
I turned the radio on, I picked my telephone up. I looked to you as we crashed, and then I saw that flash. I risked our lives for a text. Type one word, didn't send. I wasn't looking for this, but now I am to blame. Hey, I should have listened, put my phone down and ignored it. Pay attention every moment, don't answer that phone call, baby.
Remember, phone calls create a risk 23 times worse than driving while not distracted.
My name is Ryan, and I'm the girl you hear in the background.
What do you mean it's just
The other voice you hear is my boyfriend Kai. This was our last conversation before he died in a car crash from drunk driving. He didn't want to listen to me. I tried to take his keys.
Fine, I'm leaving. I don't need this crap.
Every 53 minutes on average, someone is killed in a drunk driving crash. Every 90 seconds, someone is injured because of this entirely preventable crime.
I never even got to say goodbye.
There are about 7 billion people on Earth. The average person lives about 80 years. It takes about 7 million breaths in a lifetime. But it only takes 5 seconds for a text to take a life. 5 seconds. That's the difference between life and death when you're behind the wheel. One text can end a life. And sometimes, it's not your own.
Tweeting.
Loud music.
Texting.
Talking.
Eating.
Putting on makeup. Fixing your hair.
Distracted driving kills.
Texting and driving can lead to injuries and losing your driving privileges. But worst of all,
see what happens, Daniel, when you're texting and driving. Now I have to be your chauffeur. See? Your friends are out there having fun.
I want to thank Freeholder Valenti, who has been a judge with us for the last number of years. So, Donkita, thank you so much for your participation. Apropos of tonight's presentation was the fact that I attended this morning the Mothers Against Drunken Driving event. It's the annual event where they provide awards to all the police officers from around the state of New Jersey. I mean, there were probably 400 or 500, right? It had to be 500 officers there from around the state for drunk driving arrests that they had done. And they're given, again, awards and certificates from MAD for those efforts. One of the things that MAD took on in 1990 was they changed their mission statement to also address the issue of drinking, under the age drinking, and youthful people who are drinking and trying to drive. So it's really amazing that this message that comes across from these videos and audios is really so poignant, so effective, because it's peers talking to peers. Some of those messages were very strong. The last one was a little humorous, but it's one that you'll remember. And that's really the goal here. We want people to remember the message. We want the students and the young people out there. And today's prom season. It's one of the reasons why we don't have a lot of students here today. Normally, as the Freeholders know, we have a full house. I passed 2 proms, must have been 2 proms, maybe one in South Edison and certainly one in Highland Park on my way here today with everybody in their dresses, and it was really kind of cute to see them. We hope that they're safe and they drive safely on their way home. So we do this message and this program during this time of year for a reason. And we want to thank all the participants. As I said, they couldn't all be here tonight, but we are happy to have some of our winners here. So I'd like to invite up from New Brunswick High School, Jonathan Solano, and Paula Kostlau, who's the advisor from New Brunswick High School, who was one of the PSA video winners, 3rd place winner. We have two winners here from our PSA Audio division. Our third place winner is from North Brunswick High School, Maury Johnson, Brandon Mattis, and the advisor is Catherine Bloomer. Yes. Pretty good. Congratulations. One more. Thank you very much. And our second place winner from the Middlesex County Academy for Allied Health and Biomedical Science. The advisor is Rafael Nava, and the principal, Alex Guzman, are here. Congratulations. Good job. Thank you very much. In closing, again, I'd like to thank all of our program sponsors and all the staff who helped put the event together, and certainly the Fire Academy for hosting this event. It continues to grow each year. The messages continue to get stronger. I should mention that we take the videos, we submit them, they go onto YouTube. We also send them out to all the local municipal television stations, cable TV stations, and ask that they present those messages. We also send them to WRSU. We ask them to run them, and we do believe that we also get some good airtime on the radio, particularly through RSU with the PSA audio portions that we do. So again, congratulations to all the winners, and thank you, and I'll leave the balance of my report for, I guess, later in the meeting. Thank you.
At this time, I'd also like to ask Freeholder Tamaro, he has a presentation he'd like to make.
Is Jacob Harris here?
No?
No, I didn't think so. Probably stuck in traffic.
Okay, we'll keep our eyes in here. Okay. Correspondence.
Each freeholder has been provided with a list of correspondence received by the clerk's office since our last meeting. This correspondence will be kept on file in the office of the clerk of the board for reference.
Is there a motion to accept?
Motion. Second.
Motion by Freeholder Tamaro, second by Deputy Director Valente. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Ordinances.
We have 7 ordinances to hopefully adopt this evening. The public hearings of each ordinance, the public hearing was held on May 16th for each ordinance. Ordinance number 13-404, bond ordinance providing for various 2013 capital improvements by and in the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, appropriating $21 million therefore, and authorizing $20 million bonds or notes of the county to finance part of the cost thereof, and authorizing the public hearing to be held on Thursday, May 16, 2013 at 7 p.m. and publication thereof.
Is there an ordinance to adopt? I'm sorry,
We
is
need
there a motion to
motion.
adopt?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, second by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood?
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Belante?
Yes.
Freeholder Polos?
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro?
Yes.
Freeholder Valente?
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios?
Yes. At this time, before we do the next ordinance, if anyone that was here for the presentations just a little while ago, if you'd like to leave, you're more than welcome to leave. If you want to take a 2-minute recess. proceed with ordinance number 13405.
Bond ordinance providing for the 2013 general capital improvements and the acquisition of equipment for the Middlesex County Vocational and Technical High Schools located within the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, appropriating $3,100,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $3,100,000 bonds or notes of the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, for financing such appropriation, and authorizing a public hearing to be held Thursday, May 16, 2013, at 7 p.m. and publication thereof. This public hearing was held on May 16, 2013.
Okay. Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion.
Second the motion.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, seconded by Fielder Tamara. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood.
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Belante.
Yes.
Freeholder Polos.
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Yes.
Freeholder Valenti.
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Yes. Ordinance number 13406.
Bond ordinance providing for the acquisition of capital equipment and the undertaking of various 2013 capital improvements at and for facilities of Middlesex County College located within the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, the county, appropriating $2 million therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $2 million bonds or notes of the county for financing such appropriation, and authorizing the public hearing to be held on Thursday, May 16, 2013 at 7 p.m. and publication thereof. This public hearing was held on May 16, 2013.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, seconded by Fielder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood.
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Belante.
Yes.
Freeholder Polos.
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Yes.
Freeholder Valenti.
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Yes. Ordinance number 13-353. C.
Bond ordinance amending bond ordinance number 353, various 2004 capital improvements, heretofore finally adopted by the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey on April 1, 2004, as amended and supplemented, to amend the description therein, authorizing the public hearing to be held on Thursday, May 16, 2013, at 7 p.m. and publication thereof. This public hearing was held on May 16, 2013.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, seconded by Fielder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood.
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Belante.
Yes.
Freeholder Polos.
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Yes.
Freeholder Valenti.
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Yes. Ordinance number 13-383A.
Bond ordinance amending bond ordinance number 383, various 2009 capital improvements, heretofore finally adopted by the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey on June 25, 2009, to amend the description therein, authorize the public hearing to be held on Thursday, May 16, 2013 at 7 p.m. and publication thereof. This public hearing was held on May 16, 2013.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, seconded by Fielder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood.
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Belante.
Yes.
Freeholder Polos.
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Yes.
Freeholder Valenti.
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Yes. Ordinance number 13-407.
Bond ordinance providing for various 2013 park improvements by and in the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending bond ordinance numbers 208, 255, 296, 299, 307, 313, 322, 338, and 367, each respectively heretofore finally adopted by the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the county, to reappropriate appropriations, authorizations, and down payments set forth in each of said bond ordinance to improvements set forth in this bond ordinance, appropriating $4 million, which is reappropriation of appropriations in the amount of $4 million, therefore, and authorizing $3,809,520 bonds or notes, which is a reappropriation of authorizations of bonds or notes in the amount of $3,809,520 of the county to finance part of the cost thereof, and authorizing the public hearing to be held on Thursday, May 16, 2013 at 7 p.m. and publication thereof. This public hearing was held on May 16, 2013.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, seconded by Fielder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood.
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Belante.
Yes.
Freeholder Polos.
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Yes.
Freeholder Valenti.
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Yes. Ordinance number 13-408.
refunding bond ordinance of the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, the county, providing for 1, the refunding of certain outstanding general obligation bonds of the county to achieve debt service savings, and 2, authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $99,900,000 aggregate principal amount of general obligation refunding bonds of the county to effect such refunding and appropriating the proceeds therefore, and authorizing the public hearing to be held on Thursday, May 16, 2013 at 7 p.m. and publication thereof. This public hearing was held on May 16, 2013.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood.
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Galante.
Yes.
Freeholder Polos.
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Yes.
Freeholder Valenti.
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Yes. This time we'll do reports of freeholders. Freeholder Ken Arnold.
Thank you, Freeholder Director. The Office of Human Services is partnering with the Prosecutor's Office and the Center to Prevent Youth Violence on a new initiative for violence prevention and awareness. The goal of the project is to empower young people to use their voices to prevent violence by encouraging them to call an anonymous national hotline to report weapons and violence threats. Middle school principals are working with the county to educate the youth on this initiative. The national hotline number is 1-866-SPEAK-UP. Last month, the Board of Chosen Freeholders announced the 3 upcoming birthday bashes for county residents celebrating a birthday this year of 90 years or more. The 3 parties were held throughout May with more than 300 county residents over age 90 attending. It was wonderful to celebrate this milestone with so many of our residents, and I want to thank all of the individuals and groups who worked together to make the event so successful, especially the Piscataway, South Brunswick, and Old Bridge Senior Centers for hosting the parties. In addition, I'd like to thank the staff in the county's Office of Aging and Disabled Services for their efforts in planning and coordinating the birthday bashes. And that's all that I have for my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Freeholder Arnold. Freeholder Carol Barrett Galante.
Thank you, Director. I'm happy to announce tonight that Middlesex County received excellent interest rates when selling a $35 million bond anticipation note. The county received bids on the note from 8 financial institutions. The lowest qualified bid received was submitted by BA Merrill Lynch, which offered a net interest rate of just 0.172%. The other 7 bids range from 0.1739 to 0.499. This bid was extremely low and illustrates the confidence the financial markets have in Middlesex County's financial strength. In addition, the county maintained its AAA rating, the highest rating that we could attain. That means we borrow at a substantially lower rate, roughly 98% of governmental entities in the nation. That's my report. Excuse my scratchy little voice.
Thank you. Freeholder James Poles.
Thank you, Director. The other day we had a hazmat incident in Fords. Some of you may have read about it in the paper. A tanker truck turned over on one of the side streets in Fords. I was at the scene and I just found it most interesting to see how our hazmat people, our county folks, work so well with the locals. Needless to say, I think every department within Woodbridge responded to the scene, as well as their emergency management staff and police and so forth. A major disaster was averted, partially by luck and partially by the great response of the fire people who were there to be able to douse the flames and keep the tanks cool. We were able to joke after, I think, the most strenuous part of the event when we found out that there was actually Scotch whiskey in the tanker as opposed to what we would normally assume was fuel or gasoline or something. So there were obviously a lot of jokes around at that point as to how it would be offloaded. But the bottom line is that the people who responded did an absolutely fantastic job. There was fire. Had that substance leaked out onto the street, many, many homes would have been destroyed. So these are the kinds of things that happen often. We don't often read about them, and I don't think that the pictures or the stories really do credit to the amount of work that goes into those types of operations. So credit to the locals, credit to the county folks for doing a job well done. The solid waste group in our county will be presenting their essay contest winners at the next Freeholder meeting. So we'll have some youngsters in here presenting those awards to those who have written some great stories that they'll be sharing with us. We have a conference tomorrow at the Fire Academy. I also expect to be out at the Correction Center if any of the Freeholders would like to join me at 5:30 in the morning for the kickoff of the torch run. If I'm correct, Warden, it's going to be at 5:30. Coffee and Danish will be served, I assume. So we're looking forward to that. Last but not least, a couple of weeks ago, we had a very tragic family situation, and my sister, who had been ill for a long time, a little more than a year, passed away. Number one, I want to thank everyone for all of their support and messages of support, condolences and so forth from the staff, from the board, many of the employees, and many people from around the county. But the purpose of me bringing it up today is because during that process, many of the county employees who my sister at one point or other had to be dependent upon either showed up to pay their respects or to make comment. Because of her illness, she at one point required transportation through the county. She also was one who had to be at Roosevelt Hospital for a period of time. What I found just so moving is the true emotion and feeling and dedication of the county employees. And it wasn't because it was my sister. It's because that's what our employees do each and every day for the residents of our county. Our bus drivers take care of the people who get on their buses as if they were family. It's not just a customer who pays a fare and gets on one stop and gets off the other. They talk to them, they console them, they counsel them, they play rabbi, priest, and social worker on the bus. And with many of the people who get onto those buses, sometimes that's the only face that they see. It's the only person that they get to talk to. The staff in our hospitals, and we talk a lot of times about the doctors and the nurses who do a wonderful job. Well, let me also tell you about the aides and the assistants to the aides who have to clean and fix and prep and so forth. These are people who are doing yeoman's work. And then let's face it, they're not getting paid a whole hell of a lot, but they're doing a great job. And they do it because they want to do it. They do it because they like what they do. And they're dedicated. And they've been with us 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 25 years. And every day they get up with the same charge, with the same task, with the same responsibility, and they take it seriously, they take it to heart, and they do a darn good job about it. That's what the success of Middlesex County is. When we call it the greatest county in the land, we should say the greatest people who work for it, because that's really what makes us what we are. And I realize that if I haven't realized it in the past, I realized it more in the last couple of weeks than maybe I ever did before, that we are blessed as a county to have the quality of the people that we have who work for us, who really are dedicated, who really have heart, and really care about the folks that we ask them to take care of and to do things for each and every day. To many of us, we don't realize that it almost sounds like a task that they're asked to do. For the people who have to do it, they do it with pride, and they do it with caring, and they do it with heart. So I thank you. I compliment everyone, and I really know that as a board, we have to always continue to recognize and appreciate the value of the folks who are with us each and every day. You're what makes this county great. Thank you.
Thank you for your applause. Freeholder Charlie Tamaro.
Thank you, Director. At our Earth Center on Davison Mill Pond Park at 42 Reeve Avenue in South Brunswick, June, July, and August, Saturday and Sunday, our Master Gardeners open butterfly house to the public from 10 a.m. till noon. On June 19th, Wednesday, from 6:30 p.m. till 8 p.m., Family and Consumer Health Workshop. The workshop will look at shopping, cooking, and eating healthy meals together as a family. You can register at 732-398-5275. Our Cultural and Heritage Commission on June 30th, which is a Sunday at 3 p.m. The folk music from Puerto Rico, Bama and Plena, Crossroads Theater at 7 Livingston Avenue, New Brunswick. It's free. You can register at 732-745-4489. And some good news in our Economic and Business Development. New Jersey BIA 2013 Good Neighbors Awards. 12 awards were awarded statewide and 3 for Middlesex County. So 1/3 of the awards were given to businesses in our county. Awards featured in the June New Jersey Business Magazine, a publication of New Jersey Business and Industry Association. Awards were based on nominations emphasizing facilities' architectural merit, economic benefit, such as job creation and community involvement. The winners were Ansell Healthcare Incorporated in Island, the RWJ Rollway Fitness and Wellness Center in Carteret, and the Princeton Healthcare Systems in Plainsboro. And that's my report, Freeholder Director.
Thank you, Freeholder Tamaro. Freeholder Deputy Director Valenti.
Thank you, Freeholder Director. I was very glad that I participated as a judge in the Don't Drive Distracted. It was incredible, the excellence of the videos presented as well as the audio, and it was difficult to make a decision as to the winners. So I want to give a lot of credit to the high school students that participated in this and the schools that sponsored them. Also, I want to announce that the Mental Health Association of New Jersey is inviting us to a 14th Annual Evening of Excellence. That's coming up on June 18th at the Crystal Point Yacht Club, which I never heard of, in Point Pleasant. But the importance of my announcing this is that the Golden Bell Leadership Award recipients, for their outstanding contributions to improving the mental health of Superstorm Sandy survivors, has an honoree from Middlesex County, and she is our own Penny Grande, who's not here tonight, but I just want to let everybody know that she is one of those receiving an award. Last but not least, I want to simply state that our departments are doing very well, and that we have a lot of very dedicated employees, as was mentioned before, and they really make us look good up here. Thank you.
Thank you, Freeholder Valenti. I want to make some comments myself. I'm glad to see that out of the publication of New Jersey Business and Industry Association, that Middlesex County was able to get 3 of those awards, as Freeholder Tamaro mentioned, and especially proud of the fact that the Robert Wood Johnson Health and Wellness Center from Carteret, being that I hail from Carteret and was involved in from the beginning of that project, and to see how it came to fruition is a great thing. Since the last meeting, I attended a Veterans Memorial Service that was held in Roosevelt Park for Memorial Day, and it was quite moving, and it was nice to see the people that were involved. It was quite rainy and nasty weather, but we still went through with it, and we were able to recognize those heroes that gave the ultimate sacrifice. We also attended on May 22nd a Support the Troops rally, which is annually held and organized by Council President from Woodbridge, Charlie Kenny, and it's great to see the turnout there, and it's to recognize the troops and their families as well that are serving during this time, because it is a sacrifice not only by the troops but their families, and it's nice to see that people come and support them. Also, during the Memorial Day service weekend, I attended services throughout the county. Also had meetings. I've been going around the county to different departments to more or less meet and greet different departments. And I had meetings with MCAT, Workforce Development, and to, of course, I was welcomed by all, and it was nice to see all those folks out there. I attended a government day in South River just the other day to see the children from the school and them asking questions, and it's quite interesting, and it's quite comical to hear some of the questions that the kids ask, but it's nice to see that they're involved and curious to see what goes on in government. Again, I also attended the 90s birthday bashes that were held, and it's really nice to see the 90+ people that we have, and we saw that couple married 72 years. What an accomplishment. And they really have such oomph and such vigor, and they're full of life. And I asked one of them, what's your secret? Because there was one that was 100 years old. And I asked her, what was her secret? And she said, positive, thinking positive. So it's nice that they get involved, and they really appreciate it. I got to attend a meeting at the Extension Services. And one last thing I would like to remind everyone, to support this weekend we have this Saturday is our Pancreatic Cancer Walk. It's going to be held 8 a.m. Is the sign-up, registration, 9 o'clock is the kickoff, the walk. And it's to, all the proceeds go to the Cancer Institute of New Jersey for pancreatic cancer research. And it's such a devastating disease. I lost my mom to it, and that's what's been driving me to try to bring more awareness to it. And hopefully we can get to the end of the tunnel and cure this once and for all. So I encourage everyone, you can sign up on the Cancer Institute of New Jersey website. If you can't make it, if you could send a donation. Again, all proceeds go to research. And that concludes my report. Nikki, do we have any resolutions to be added?
Yes, Director. Resolution number 13-1103, authorizing the approval of a memorandum of agreement and authorize the freeholder director to execute a conforming 2013 through 2016 labor agreement with the Middlesex County Sheriff's Superior Officers, PBA Local Number 165A. And also Resolution number 13-1104, authorize the approval of memorandum of agreement and authorize the freeholder director to execute a conforming 2013 through 2016 labor agreement with the Middlesex County prosecutors, detectives, and investigators, PBA Local Number 214.
Is there a motion to add them to the agenda?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood?
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Belante?
Yes.
Freeholder Polos?
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro?
Yes.
Freeholder Valente?
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios?
Yes. Are there any resolutions to be amended?
There are two resolutions, Director. Resolution numbers 13-1053 and 13-1054 require amendments to the dates contained in the resolution description to change the year from 2014 to 2013.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood?
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Belante?
Yes.
Freeholder Polos?
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro?
Yes.
Freeholder Valente?
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios? Yes. Are there any resolutions to be held?
Yes, there are two. Resolution number 13-1051, authorize the payment to Seeker Realty LLC landlord regarding the reimbursement for construction requested and required by the Middlesex County Office of Real Estate for property located at 711 Jersey Avenue, New Brunswick, New Jersey, in the total amount of $3,738. And also resolution number 13-1058, authorize the execution and submission of grant application to New Jersey Transit for funding regarding the Senior Citizens and Disabled Residents Transportation Assistance Program in the amount of $1,428,027 for the period of January 1st, 2014 through December 31st, 2014. No matching funds required.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood?
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Belante?
Yes.
Freeholder Polos?
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro?
Yes.
Freeholder Valente?
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios?
Yes. Are there any resolutions to be voided?
No.
Okay, at this time, I would like to open up the meeting to the public on any discussion on any of the resolutions listed. Is there anyone from the public?
Motion to close the public portion?
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Tamaro, second by Deputy Director Valente. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Okay, are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda and voted on separately?
Yes. Resolution numbers 13-992, resolution number 13-1022, and resolution number 13-1077.
Okay, so then, the motion
13-1077.
That's the ones that she...
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, your motion would be in order?
Resolution numbers 13-979 through 13-1004, excluding resolution numbers 13-1051 and 13-1058, which are to be held, and resolution numbers 13-1022, 13-1077, and 13-992 are to be voted upon separately.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, second by Phil Tamaro. Roll call?
Freeholder Armwood?
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Galante?
Yes.
Freeholder Polos?
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro?
Yes.
Freeholder Valente?
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios?
Yes. Now, Nikki.
Resolution number 13-1022.
We could do them together, 139922. Do I have to abstain on both of those? So we do them together?
Okay, so resolution numbers 13-1022 and resolution number 13-992 to be voted upon.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Freeholder Armwood?
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Galante?
Yes.
Freeholder Polos?
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro?
President not voting?
Freeholder Valente?
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios?
Yes.
And a motion is in order to adopt resolution number 13-1077.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Barrett Galante, second by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call?
Freeholder Armwood?
Yes.
Freeholder Barrett Galante?
Yes.
Freeholder Polos?
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro?
Yes.
Freeholder Valente?
President not voting.
Freeholder Director Rios?
Yes. Okay, at this time we have a public hearing.
Public hearing on fiscal year 2014 Senior Citizens and Disabled Residents Transportation Assistant Program application. Public comment is being heard on a proposed application to New Jersey Transit requesting $1,428,027 under the 2014 Senior Citizen and Disabled Resident Transportation Assistance Program. Copies of the proposed application are available tonight for review and have been available to the public in the office of the Clerk of the Board of Chosen Freeholders since May 29, 2013. Notices announcing this hearing were distributed to the municipal clerks in all 25 municipalities, and an announcement was published in the Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger on May 7, 2013. Written comments on the application will be accepted through June 20, 2013, and may be submitted to the Middlesex County Division of Transportation, 711 Jersey Avenue, New Brunswick, New Jersey, 08901. The county's transportation services feed into public rail and bus services throughout the county and are an integral part of the Human Services Transportation Coordination Plan. The New Jersey Transit funds, along with the funding from other grants and county support, will provide 1. Demand response rides for medical, employment, nutrition, education, and dialysis purposes, and 2. Community shuttles. Prior year's goals for this grant included 1. Implementation of a mandatory fee structure for shuttle services, 2. Conversion of an informal shuttle serving New Brunswick and JFK Hospital to a formal shuttle, and 3. Expanding the total number of non-ambulatory trips provided. While funding restrictions prevented formalization of the New Brunswick JFK Hospital shuttle, the total number of non-ambulatory trips offered through the transportation program increased. Implementation of a mandatory fee schedule for shuttle services was investigated and will continue to be pursued in 2014. Additional goals include assessing funding sources and enhancing service delivery through technology and route efficiencies.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to open the public hearing. Anyone in the audience that would like to make comments on this?
I move to close the public portion.
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Tamaro, seconded by Deputy Director Valente. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. At This time I'd like to open the meeting to the public on any matters. Is there anyone in the audience that'd like to make any comments?
Move to close the public portion.
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Tamara to close, second by Deputy Director Valente. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Yes, sir.
Second.
Motion by Deputy Director Valente, second by Freeholder Tamara. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?